Hi, my name is Carlos, and in this video I'm going to walk you through some of the basics of Adobe Audition. If you're just starting out with this program, don't worry. I'll show you how to record your own audio, work in multi-track view, and use effects to improve your sound. Let's get started. First, make sure you have Audition open. Then, you're going to go to File up here on the top corner, and go to New, then go to Audio File. I'm going to name this file Practice File. Make sure the sample rate hertz is at 44,100 and then you're good to go. Here, you're going to want to, here is where you can start recording. Just hit the red button and start recording. Hello. It's a multi-track. So in order to create a new multi-track, go to File, New, and go to Multi-Track Session. A quick tip for this is you can also use Control N to create a multi-track session. I'm going to name this multi-track session Loop, and you can keep everything the same, and then let's click OK. Here you have your multi-track session. Here you can drag multiple audio files and make them, and you can overlap them and make it how you want. So I'm going to drag in some audio file from a film kit that I have. I would recommend to have autoplay on so you can hear what the file says before you put it in the multi-track session. So I'll put this one in. This warning came through, but just click OK. It's okay. Autoplay can sometimes get annoying, but it's okay. It's there for a reason. Now you have your first. Now we have our first audio file here. Then we can add another audio file like music. Let's add music. Click OK. Let's see how these two overlap. Let's stop. Oh, oops, nope. Let's stop this one. See, now these two overlap. You can play them, and there will be dialogue, and there will be music. Let's add another file in. Let's see. Let's add sound effects now. Let's add Foley sound effects. Let's add this one in. Honestly, I'm not creating a really good multi-track session, but that's fine. I'm just here to show you how multi-track session can overlap, and you can play multiple things at the same time. Okay. With multi-track, you can create a mix that has multiple audio files in them, and they can not overlap, but they play at the same time, even though they're like kind of overlapping, but not really. But they play at the same time, so you can have up to 6 tracks, and you can play them all at once. Now we're going to move on to effects. Effects Track is one of the most powerful tools in Adobe Audition, as it lets you add effects to your audio files. So, for example, here I have a dialogue from a film kit. Let's play it.
A bank, not a shore.
Alright. For here, I'm going to apply the pitch shifter, which can make the pitch lower or higher. So let's go to time and pitch and go pitch shifter. Here you can make it all the way up to 12 and it'll be really squeaky, or all the way down to -10, -12, and it'll be really deep. There's even some presets of Angry Gerbil. Definitely, this one's like a really squeaky one, and all the other three are mostly like really low tones. So let's make it super squeaky. Okay, now let's click cancel, and it should have added that effect. Let's click play. Yep. Alright. See, you hear how his voice is really squeaking? That's what the pitch shifter can do. And it can also make the voice really low as well. But we're not going to do that. You can try it on your own. It's a little bit more fun. Now we're going to move on to our second effect, which is reverb. But before we go to reverb, let's get rid of time and pitch. So click on the little arrow right here and go to remove effect. Then we're going to go to reverb, and let's do just reverb regular. Oh, that got a warning, but it's okay. Let's see here. There's a lot of settings, but don't worry. The presets are really helpful, as you can see by the description of the presets. You can clearly see where you can get what you want from the presets. So let's go with megaphone reverb, and we'll see how that goes out.
A bank, not a shore.
With this effect, it made the voice sound more echoey, which is pretty cool. Before I wrap up, here are 3 quick tips. First, if you click Control plus I, that you can import files. And if you click Control Shift E, that can export your file. Next, if you want to save this file or a project you're doing into your drive, which is a really good place to store all of your stuff, all your files, so you won't lose them. The shortcut is Control Shift S, and those should help you throughout Adobe Audition. Thank you so much for watching my video on this quick tutorial on how to use Adobe Audition. I really hope you learned something from this, and I hope you can make good use out of it. Have fun with your future projects. Bye bye.